What is going on, people? I am here, if you couldn't tell, for another review. And what movie am I reviewing? I'm reviewing this guy. Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla, put out by Wild Eye Releasing. This is actually the first time it's been released in the US. It was in Australia and other parts, it just never was released here. So Wild Eye put it out. What this is about, well, before I get into that, it's directed by Stuart Simpson. It's written by Addison Heath. It stars Glenn Maynard, Kyrie Capri, and Aston Elliot, among many others. Pretty much what this is about is it revolves, it's like a dark horror comedy, I guess you want to call it, dark comedy, drama, if you want to call it. It revolves around this guy, Warren Thompson, who's a ice cream man. A little slow, lonely, keeps to himself kind of deal. The thing is, with this guy, he's obsessed with this girl, Katey George, who plays on a soap opera that he watches all the time. She plays a character named Stacy, and pretty much he has a really big obsession. Um, so pretty much throughout the movie, he's the one that, the quiet guy that gets picked on. So he gets picked on by thugs, this group of thugs, and then he gets picked on by this one guy that continually, messes with him, and one time he tries to pull him out the ice cream truck and beat the crap out of him and such. So like his side thing to I guess keep his mind off certain things is watching this TV show. Maybe not a lot of people know it, and he gets upset if someone says he doesn't they don't know it. But at one point he runs into this star. This star, I guess, is taping around where they are, I guess the season or whatever. She ends up coming to his ice cream truck out of all of them, and he strikes up a conversation. And after that, he goes out and buys himself like a webcam, and he starts doing like these daily vlogs and such. And he says how he wants to meet her and this and that, and then he ends up calling up this I want to say it's like a sex line, but he calls up something, and pretty much the person on the other side says, you got to go for it, you got to do this, and throughout the movie, it's you see, I don't know if it's his imagination or whatever, but throughout the movie you see certain scenes of certain things happening, and then also with these webcams, some of them are a little, darker than others, I guess you want to call it. Certain scenes you're like, oh, okay. And throughout the movie, again, he just gets annoyed and beat up, and you know has some of his stuff stolen and all this stuff. And towards the end, he ends up running into this girl again for the last time, and she was telling him, I just came here to tell you that our crew or whatever is wrapping up. I'm not going to be around anymore. So he takes the opportunity to, ask her if she wants to go out for dinner and all this. And she says yes. And he's all happy and he's all excited. You see him getting ready. And then, let's just say things don't go too well for our ice cream man. Towards the end of the movie, you see him kind of spiral down into a very different person from what you saw in the beginning of the movie. Let's say there was one scene that definitely caught me. I don't want to say off guard. I just didn't expect it to be that. So I'll leave it at that. That's one scene. Towards the end, you definitely got to stick around to watch. But it's definitely one of those movies where it's just very dark, and as the movie progresses, it just gets darker and darker and darker and darker and darker. And as I was watching this movie, it kind of reminded me of like a story I've heard before. It happened like early 90s. And then I watched the special features, and it was basically like loosely based off that. So I was like, okay, well, that's cool, because I remember like not the whole plot itself, but parts of it. I was like, this kind of reminds me of that situation. And then watching the special features, it kind of, brought it to fruition. That maybe I had my mind was thinking it, but I'd say definitely go ahead, check this out. I dropped it, so I'm gonna pick it back up. But definitely go ahead, check this out. It's on. I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon or WildEyeReleasing.com. Definitely a great one from the Down Under. That was horrible accent. But yeah, if you like those dark comedies, the ones that, kind of have a lot of character development, you start feeling for the characters and such, this is definitely one for you. There's a bunch of different people who get thrown in the mix as well. But I say, definitely go ahead, check this one out. Mr. Tony of the Dead was the one for a long time. If you haven't, first of all, if you haven't checked him out, go to his channel, Mr. Tony of the Dead. Um, but he's been ranting and raving about this movie for the longest time, and then it came out when he was so excited it came out. He actually had a giveaway for this movie on his channel a couple weeks ago, or like last week, and I watched it and I know what he's talking about now. He definitely loves this movie. It's definitely one to check out if you're into those, dark comedy drama kind of deals. But yeah, uh, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. So if you enjoyed this, and it might, sway you to watch the movie, let me know. Let me know in the comments. If you've seen it before, let me know what you think of it. If you want me to review anything else, go to my Instagram page, Tony's Movies, where I post all the movies, new movies I get, or in the movies in my collection. If you want one of them reviewed, let me know. If you continue to like this stuff, just give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. Recently just passed 700 subscribers, so maybe once I did a giveaway, maybe once I hit 750, I'll do another giveaway. So definitely spread the word, let everybody know. And yeah, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, go ahead, check it out. I was about to say Wild Releasing, Wild Eye Releasing, or Amazon.com. I'll leave all the links to everything, where you can purchase it and everything in the little notes. And yeah, I guess until next time, I'll see you.